People don't realize this, and I've realized it. I mean, people realize this one thing. A lot of people have realized it. It's a corporation. Well, a corporation has a president. Washington, D.C., the United States of America Incorporated, is a corporation. It's not a state. It's not a country. When you look in the lists of countries to choose from where you live, well, America and Washington, D.C. is not seen as a country in the list of countries. So the people living in Washington, D.C. don't live in a country. And the people what's supposed to be America don't live in a country. You don't live in America and you don't live in Washington, D.C. You live in a corporation. You work in a corporation when you get their state IDs and federal ID, that is the passport. That's a federal ID. It belongs to the federal government. The ID you have on you, that's a driver's license or just a regular state ID, is from the state. They created it. It belongs to them. Look up the IDs, state IDs. Who do they belong to? The state. And so that all caps name that the state put on that ID, and then when you use capital letter for your first letter of your name, and your last name, and your middle name, and the address, and you don't put in care of and the address as the mailing address to the mailbox, the post office mailbox. See, under that all caps name and the capitalization of the first letter of your name turns you into their property. See, the ID is their property. That name on there is their property. So then when you say, that's my name, that's my label, like the United States of America Incorporated is a label of a corporation, that's a label of you as a corporation. They own you. You are their possession under that state-given ID. Because when you get yourself out of their system and everything, you're actually supposed to hand all that back to them if it no longer belongs and or pertains to you anymore. So you are government property, and state property. You claim to be something you're not, so you can vote for a president of a corporation, not of a country. They're lying to you and using word games to tell you that you're in a country when you're not. It's a corporation. You're not under the American flag. You're under the military or the gold fringe military flag of occupation. That's what you're under. They hide behind an imaginary country and an imaginary flag that don't exist. And they hide what they truly are. They're working under estoppel by conduct. They're saying they're one thing and you're one thing, but everybody's under something else. Working under estoppel by conduct. You can look that up. What is working under estoppel by conduct? And it says estoppel, E-L. So either one or two P's. But estoppel. They're pretending to be something they're not. Their peace officer's license does not have the words police officer, law enforcement officer, cop. That's not what they are. They're working under estoppel by conduct. You are doing nothing but hiring people for a corporation and all these departments that are corporations of that corporation. So you're participating in something that they are using against you to control you. So you elect or hire, you vote to hire a corporate president, not a president for a country. All these kings and presidents, whatever, are corporate. They're business partners. They conduct business and transfer money between each other. And we are being used to help all this keep going. Wake up. You hire a president for a corporation. You don't elect a president for a country. There is no Washington, D.C. as a country. There is no America as a country. Prove me wrong. Show me in that list when you go into something that you choose what country you live in. America's not in the A's. Washington, D.C. is not in the W's. And the United States of America Incorporated is a corporation. It's not a country, and they're making you believe that it's a country when it's not. The United Kingdom is not a country. They're all corporations. They're not really, and all the others, they're not really countries. They're corporations. They're ran and controlled by corporations that the people sit here and participate in ignorantly, and then just keeps it going. Keeps that corporate boat a rowing, and you're getting nothing from that, from the captain and all of the captain's sovereigns, because they're above the laws that they enforce upon us. They can do it, we can't. And that's the way it works. They're the sovereigns, the king over us, that rules over the citizens, that controls the citizens with rules and regulations and all that. That's not law. They're corporate regulations, corporate mandates, corporate doctrines, corporate regulations, corporate edicts, corporate ordinances. That's all it is. It's all corporate. None of it is real law. And you won't find the word corporate or corporation in the U.S. Constitution. That is a corporate constitution. And they left that out on purpose, because they don't want the people to know that you are participating and worshiping and wanting a corporation. There is no government. There is no country. There's no America, that's a country. There's no Washington, D.C., that's a country. And there really is no United States of America, that's a country. It's a label of a corporation. So I'm going to leave it at that. You believe what you want. Don't research it. Don't look it up. Stay stupid like they want you to. Blind, deaf, and dumb. Dumb people don't question. Blind, deaf, and dumb people can't see the truth. Can't hear the truth. They only want to see, hear, without question, what they want to believe. That sounds good. And that's what you're all are doing. You're only listening to what you want to hear that sounds good, and you're ignoring all the bad stuff that outweighs that good stuff. If the bad stuff outweighs the good stuff, it's null and void. They're null and void. 99% of it's bad. So it's null and void. Stop worshiping and participating and wanting this corporation. It's not there for you. You are there for them. We need you to vote. No, they don't. Really. They have Congress for that and the Electoral College. That's who's voting in the president. The Electoral College. Your votes, as Trump said, does not count. But keep participating and let us know you want to be our slave. You want to work for us. Unregister yourself from that voting system and take yourself out and watch it fall. It will fall faster than a rock sinking in an ocean. So I'm going to leave it at that. Bye.